Let's think about the best bad guys we've seen in action films. I'm talking the Joker in Dark Knight, Solomon Lane in Mission Impossible, and Thanos in Avengers. They have all the traits of good antagonists. They cause conflict, they're evil yet understandable, and they don't care who gets hurt whilst they pursue their goals. But there's something else all these great villains have in common, which I think makes them truly incredible bad guys. Thanos said it well.
I am inevitable.
Inevitable, something that is certain to happen, unavoidable. The best villains are inevitable. It needs to be unavoidable that the hero must face them. Let's take Batman for example. Batman believes that Gotham is full of good people.
This city just showed you that it's full of people ready to believe in good.
But Joker believes that everyone is just one step away from chaos.
See, madness, as you know, is like gravity. All it takes is a little push.
And these two beliefs are mutually exclusive. In other words, for one to be proven true, the other one must be proved wrong.
This is what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object.
As Joker sets out to prove that his belief is true, it is unavoidable that Batman must confront him to prove that his belief is true. This causes conflict, and conflict drives the story. Great job, Christopher Nolan. The two cannot exist together. In the end, one must win. So make sure that your bad guys have directly opposing beliefs to the heroes that are mutually exclusive. Having an inevitable bad guy also allows for the climax of the story to be even more exciting because the stakes are higher. Let's take Mission Impossible Rogue Nation as an example. Ethan realizes that the bad guy, Solomon Lane, has mapped out every possible outcome so that he'll be 2 steps ahead at all times. This means that throughout the movie, Lane beats Ethan at every turn. Lane has become inevitable. Every time Ethan thought he was ahead, Lane was already certain of the outcome and had planned around it. This makes for great false victories throughout the story, where the hero and the audience by extension think they've finally got the bad guy, only to realize that they were not even close. And this makes the conclusion of the story even more satisfying when the hero finally realizes the lesson they had to learn through the film in order to get ahead of the bad guy and finally come out on top. They've finally stopped the inevitable bad guy.
Mr. Lane, meet the IMF.
Great payoff. So if you can make a bad guy who is ahead of the hero at every turn, you can make for some great story moments. Thanos in Avengers is a great example of both of these theories being put together. Thanos believes that he has to destroy half the universe to save the other half. But the Avengers believe that everyone's life matters. These two beliefs force conflict and make it unavoidable that at some point the Avengers will have to fight Thanos. Thanos is also 2 steps ahead of the Avengers at all times. He gets to all the Infinity Stones despite the Avengers' best laid plans to stop it. Only at the very end, once the Avengers have learned all the lessons of the film, are they able to stop Thanos once and for all. The best villains are inevitable. Let's do a recap. Number 1, make the bad guys' beliefs opposite to the heroes, so that it is unavoidable they must come into conflict at some point. Number 2, make sure the villain is always 2 steps ahead of the hero so that even small victories are false, and the stakes for the conclusion are raised to the max. Hope this helps you to create more compelling bad guys for your next movie. Go watch Hobbs and Shaw and think about the bad guy. Is he inevitable? How could you improve him? Let me know in the comments down below. A good villain causes conflict, and sometimes that means we need fight scenes. If you want to figure out how to shoot a fight scene in just 3 shots based off of Captain America, check out this video.